start by saying that this is not hate towards anyone. No, none of that. This is just the research that I did and research that I found, and YouTube is dying. And I'm gonna tell exactly why. Let's firstly start with something that is just a recap, a recap. As you can see, YouTube started in 2005, and now it's a baby. And then since 2005 to like 2010, started some of the biggest YouTubers.
So here we are.
That are like pioneers, They just had all the freedom to create whatever they want to do. And now those YouTubers are everywhere. And then we have a lot of people that still regularly post, which is a lot of YouTubers that are getting cancelled right now, just a big game of who are we gonna cancel next, rightfully so for the most part, of course. And those ones we're not gonna name.
We do not speak his name.
We have YouTubers that don't post anymore at all, and we love them, but they just don't post. And then we have YouTubers that move to different things, to move to film movies or act or singing and similar things to that. We have those badasses. We have YouTubers that still post, but they kind of lost their hype, which is sad. I really feel it for those people. And then around 2012, I just wanted to know this, PewDiePie, he started growing rapidly from 2012 till now. So yeah, that's also a really important part,
Let's pretend that filming this, I didn't forget about our DIY queens. You know what we're talking about. They were from around 2012 till like 2016, but let's not forget ever again about our DIY queens.
2006, 2015 till 2016, whiners came to YouTube. They switched platforms because the one was dying or it already died. And then we have, of course, Eliza, David, and all the other whiners. And those people are some people that really could have been like, oh my gosh, I want to be a YouTuber when I grow up, It was like a new wave, a whole new generation, because people before just started posting for fun because they didn't know what's gonna come out of it. And then these people, some of them definitely, I don't know if it's all of them of course, but like some of them really probably thought when they were younger like, I want to be a YouTuber when I grow up, because they saw it around. So that's an important thing to note. Before, YouTube was for people to just post and have fun, and then later people really had like, a dream of being a YouTuber. And during that time, this 2016 to 2017, James Charles also came. I'm sure a lot of other influencers came with him, but like, he was like the bigger deal than the others. And he came, and then the beauty community started, evolving, and new people were coming, and it just became a drama thing. Not because of James, of course, I love James, but like, it just started being this whole different thing. And then around 2017, of course, we had a big breakthrough with the Hype House. And they, it was all drama, and just, it started getting downhill from that. No shade, but like shade. And then we have ASMRists. At that time, about 2018, a lot of ASMRists started going mainstream and viral, and they really got it, they really got the platform to look at them and listen to them, to their questions. 2017 to like 2018, about that time as well, the new YouTubers started coming, It was like the time where Emma Chamberlain became really famous. She was one of those YouTubers that I count as a mainstream culture, and I'm gonna talk about that. So, I'm really interested in social media, social networking, and, YouTube mostly, obviously, like I wouldn't be here. As I like to call it like that in my head, is mainstream waves. And that's basically that every now and then came new people, and then the old ones were still active, some not, but they're mostly still active, and then the new ones came, and they started kind of taking the throne, and it was just like really came in waves. So it was like some people and then some people and it really was like that, and I really saw it as a form of a mechanism, and I really saw it as a form of a rule that every some time, about a year or something, new wave of YouTubers is going to come and like became mainstream culture. But since 2018 I didn't see anyone new, and that's the first thing that I'm talking about, you know, because I didn't see anyone that became famous after that, like the mainstream famous. Of course, some people got careers and they're killing it. But I didn't really see a lot of like mainstream culture people, and I feel like Jimmy Charles noticed it too. This is gonna sound really stupid, but like influencer. You know, I watched it. I really have bad concentration for everything, but I loved it. I watched it all in the one day, literally. I feel like that he also sees that the YouTube is kind of going downwards, and he always wanted to really make it known that YouTubers are also important. He just really tried to push YouTube to a higher instance, and then I feel like he also sees that there's a little like drought of famous YouTubers nowadays. So he created the show to get some more influencers online, to make them mainstream and to make them really stay on YouTube, because he wants YouTube to stay alive and well. I'm pretty sure that's what his intentions were with the show. Of course he wanted to make a show for himself, but like, you know, I feel like those were also real big intentions of that, and I applaud you for that as well. Like, that's a really smart way of thinking, and I feel like not a lot of people watch YouTube anymore, because all the people around me mostly are now, we're coming to the other part, don't really watch YouTube that much, including me, and we are more so becoming obsessed with TikTok. You know, the TikTok is not a bad thing. I don't have anything against TikTok or any of its creators. Fast, and it's, you know, it can be interesting, and I'm telling you myself, I'm being honest and telling you that I do sometimes spend way too much time on TikTok. But you know, TikTok really is a smart move, because people, especially nowadays, have really hard time concentrating. I can see it on myself. I really, when I try to like study or something like that, I can't. I have horrible concentration, and I'm sure that a lot of people experience it too. I know that they do. So it was a perfect idea, because YouTube, when you see a video that lasts for 10 minutes or longer, you're just gonna be like, I mean, this sounds interesting, but like, I'm not gonna look at it now because like it's too long, I can't concentrate for that long, and then you stay on TikTok for like 5 hours, you know? People just think like that. I do too. I'm part of that. I'm not shaming anyone, because that's just how human body works, human mind, because we don't want to concentrate with something that is long, you know? If you see a video that is like 5 minutes, and then you're gonna watch it, but if you see a video that is 10 minutes, you're not gonna watch it. But you can watch 5 videos that are 5 minutes, which is like a long time, and then you're not gonna watch the one for 10 minutes because it's 10 minutes, and it makes no sense, but people really do think like that, you know, and that's why TikTok got so mainstream and famous, because just simple, it's short videos that are fun, it's kind of like Vine, but like not, it's really repetitive trends, so like, you know, programming for the mind, I don't know how exactly it's called, but like that thing, and it really works, because you see the same sound over and over again, and it brainwashes you and makes you want to see more, because it's addictive, because it's repetitive, because it's just, you know, you become similar to it, it becomes known to you, so you just wanna look at it more. People get bored easily. And they probably got bored of YouTube at this point, because YouTube is also like repetitive trends sometimes, but they last for longer. You know, on TikTok you see a meme that's like literally 15 seconds long, and you're like, yeah, good TikTok. But like, you know, on YouTube, you have to watch a video. You have to really like a person to watch a video, because not every single person has that personality and everything to create a entertaining content. Today we are also going to talk about something that maybe doesn't seem that important in this matter, but it actually really is. Something that happened last year and really truly impacted the whole YouTube world. Probably some of you already guessed it, and it's the big PewDiePie versus T-Series. It might sound stupid, you know, it might sound really unimportant. It might sound like we're just a big old meme and a big old unimportant drama, but when you really think about it, it actually did impact a lot, and it actually is quite important for a lot of stuff. So, basically, T-Series is a big platform, you know, big platform that creates professional videos, and they are not one-man show, they're not unprofessional, they're professionals, you know. And YouTube used to be this beautiful place where people just came and they started posting, and then they changed their lives, you know. They started from being a normal kid to being this big old star. Everyone got to really show authentic selves, really create a lot out of simply posting on YouTube. It was a beautiful thing. And then, of course, it still happens, but what I'm telling you is on 29th of May 2019, this series passed PewDiePie in subscribers. And now I'm gonna tell you why that was a really important moment. So, YouTube was mostly ruled on people that just came and started making videos, and then they became famous on it, and then they succeeded, but they weren't professionals. They just started doing it as a hobby, and they were doing most of the thing themselves. And they won against PewDiePie. It kind of showed symbolically like unprofessional is no more, because PewDiePie was someone that really showed a person that used to sell hot dogs on a street to a person that became this big influencer, the biggest influencer on YouTube. And then as a C-series won against him, it kind of showed like it's done for that part. Like, people can't really do that anymore. It kind of showed like now the big companies win, and now people that are doing it themselves and people that are not professionals don't have that much of a chance anymore. It kind of showed that symbolically, but like after that, truly not many people became like mainstream and really big on YouTube. And that truly was important because, you know, a lot of people have big dreams, and YouTube has a way of like at least doing something to try and make your dreams come true. And by this, it kind of just like, you know, it kind of just didn't feel the same, honestly. It kind of broke it, you know. Nobody really listens to radio anymore. So maybe YouTube is kind of more time of the past right now. But I'm gonna tell you exactly what I think. Do I think that YouTube is gonna die and vanish? I don't. I don't think that. I think that YouTube is just something that is so basic but complex, you know? Something that is just simple in a way. You can post a lot of stuff on it. It's videos. People watch videos. If you were to watch anything, you would search it on YouTube. YouTube is just a really important part of search engines in general. And so I don't think that YouTube is ever going to die. I simply don't. Maybe it is going to be changed to a different platform, but YouTube as itself is never going to die. But what I also do think is that even though it's not going to die, we should create and really push forward someone to become new wave, if that makes sense. And if you see someone that is like a smaller influencer or quite a big influencer but like not that big, try encouraging it. I don't think YouTube is going to die, but right now it is dying, for sure. So do with this as you want. I just wanted to share what I figured, because it has been bugging me for a long time, seeing that people don't really watch YouTube anymore. And YouTube has been big, and when I say big, I mean big part of my childhood. I spent a lot of time on YouTube, and I just saw those people starting from something to coming somewhere. And it truly was beautiful to see, and then now it's just kind of, you know, losing its magic. So, are you gonna help me bring YouTube back to life? Are you gonna help me bring YouTube? Are you gonna help me bring YouTube back to life? You tell me, because I think that we really should do something about it. Now let's do the basic YouTube outro.